And still focusing on Parliament, a Star Ghana funded project on the performance of members of Ghana's 6th Parliament is out, and the report analysed the work of the 6th Parliament from 2013 through 2016 and assessed Parliament on its core legislative and representative function. And according to the findings, only 52% of the MPs, or 18.9% of the 275 MPs, contributed to amendments to the over 81 bills that were approved by Parliament. And of the 97 bills passed, 31 of the bills, or 43.3%, were tax bills introduced to impose or revise taxes, customs, duties and levies. Now, the report revealed that the large majority of parliamentarians in the 6th Parliament shirked their responsibilities as legislators, and 255 out of the 275, which is 92.7% of the MPs, made at least one contribution to debates during their 4-year tenure in office. Now, 73 MPs were absent without permission, a clear violation of the Article 97, Section 1C of the Constitution, and 28 MPs never absented themselves without permission, and 19 MPs did not make a single statement in 4 years in Parliament. And the report is expected to be launched on January 24, 2017. So back to this very story that has to do with our parliamentarians. Star Ghana funded project on the performance of Ghana's 6th Parliament is out, and the report analysed the work of the 6th Parliament from 2013 through to 2016 and assessed Parliament on its core legislative and representative function. Now, according to the findings, only 52 MPs, or 18.9% of the 275 MPs, contributed amendments to the over 81 bills which were approved by Parliament. Of the 79 bills passed, 31 bills, or 43.3%, were tax bills introduced to impose or revise tax, customs, duties and levies. Now, the report revealed that a large majority of parliamentarians in the 6th Parliament shared their responsibilities as legislators. 255 out of 275, that's 92.7% of the MPs, made at least one contribution to debates during their 4-year tenure in office, and 73 MPs were absent without permission. 28 MPs never absented themselves without permission, and 19 MPs did not make a statement in 4 years in Parliament. Now, the report is expected to be launched today, and shortly we will be heading to that very venue where Star Ghana is launching its report on the performance of MPs, and my colleague will be bringing us some live updates from that very venue on whatever transpired and their gatherings and findings on the work of our MPs between the period of 2013 through to 2016. And that focus assessed Parliament on its core legislative and representative function. So Star Ghana is launching its report on the performance of MPs, and like I mentioned, its focus was on the core legislative and representative function of our parliamentarians. Salom Amenya, my colleague, will be joining us live shortly from the venue, and he'll also be speaking to the chairman of Star Ghana, Professor Akila Pasoya, on this very research. Hello, Salom.
Hello, Andy.
Now, what have you gathered regarding this very research, although I've read some information from that research?
Okay, I have here the fact sheet from the research, and they have the West 50 MPs.
Hello, Andy.
That means that for all the 4 years that they were in Parliament, they never. And according to the report,
Okay, I have here the fact sheet from the research, and they have the worst 50 MPs and also the best 50 MPs. And they also have 19 MPs who were silent in Parliament. That means that for all the 4 years that they were in Parliament, they never said anything. And according to the report is looking at engagement with citizens and also engagement with CSOs as well as other stakeholders, including the local constituents. And in respect of this, out of 1,500 committee sittings held by 21 committees, only 55 of the meetings, which represent a little over 3.7%, was held with CSOs. And the researchers are saying that it is necessary that when committees are meeting, they have engagement with CSOs, because not all members of parliament who sit on some particular committees that they are on have the technical know-how so far as the committees they are sitting on is concerned. And I can let you know that the 275th MP in Parliament is Evans Paul Edu, who is actually the MP for Sefi Wioso. And I can say that according to the report or the research that they conducted, it was because he was actually the regional minister for the Western region. And this, the report is recommending that they are supposed to look at Article 78, which talks about the fact that the president will have to take majority of his ministers from parliament, because they are saying that these members of parliament who are holding ministerial positions also account for absenteeism. Because when you look at Honorable Evans Paul Edu, for instance, out of 392 parliamentary sittings, he was available for only 112 of them. And that is what they are saying. So they've made some recommendations, like looking at the standing orders of parliament, and also looking at that particular article that says that the president will have to ensure that majority of his ministers are from parliament. Wendy.
Thank you very much, Salma Menya, for that update.